welcome to episode 5 of the Finish Line 2020. Thanks very much for joining us today. Hope you enjoy tonight's show. I'm going to start off tonight's show the way I've been doing. All right, I'm going to start off with Wynn's song tonight. I see you dancing there, but there's tension in your stare, as if the world is disturbing your peace, as if there's something deep inside you try so hard to hide, leaves you aching to find your sweet release. Just come with me and I'll show you a place where the wind flows free. I let the warm air hit your face. There's no disgrace of breathing in. And so we began in the corner of your home little room. It's like roses in bloom, breathing in. There's freedom in the basking in the wind. Just take a seat with me, let it run free. There is no shame, feel the tension ooze away. I still want you by my side. It makes you feel alive, feel the fragrance of creation as you stay. It's a love so fine, but now just let it flow from your depths into mine. I let the warm air hit your face. There's no disgrace of breathing in. And so we began in the corner of your home little room. It's like roses in bloom, breathing in. It's freedom in the basking in the wind. Once you're satisfied, just return to the dance and to the soundtrack of your life. But so you know, if the tension ever grows, come back here to find me and let the wind blow. Let the warm air hit your face. There's no disgrace to breathe it in. And so we began in the corner of your home little room. It's like roses in bloom, breathe it in. There's freedom in the basking in the wind. There's freedom in the basking in the wind. All right, thank you all very much. Thanks very much for tuning in. Let me know that you're here. Let me know where you're coming from. It'd be great to talk to you guys tonight. This next song is also off my first record called Before and After. This is A Strong Man Can. You broke my heart and tossed it away for somebody new. Sweet talking ways, and here I thought you were here to stay. So what went wrong, or do I just not see? Was I not enough for you to be pleased? Were you just tired of the same old me? What does it matter now? I'm clinging to your picture, a dream of holding you. I wake up cold and empty, continue sad and blue. I've done my share of crying, I've done my my share of holding out. Tonight I'm moving on, gotta stay strong, keep my head held high. Gotta stand tall, 'cause it'll be alright. I'm gonna leave you behind like only a strong man can. Wearing my tie and some nice cologne, I walk out that door, my will like stone. I spent enough of my time alone. I gotta shake this feeling of dread spinning around inside my head. Makes me sick, I feel like I'm dead. I wanna feel alive, I must pick up the pieces. That was my shattered heart, it's gonna take forever. So I'd better start, I'll put it back together. By the time I'm whole again, I'll be over you. Gotta stay strong, keep my head held high. Gotta stand tall, 'cause it'll be alright. I'm gonna leave you behind like only a strong man can. I see her looking at me, and all is said and done, I look into her sapphires. Tonight she's the one. We've done our share of crying, we've done our share of holding out. Tonight we're moving on. Tonight we're moving on. I gotta stay strong, keep my head held high. Gotta stand tall, 'cause it'll be alright. Whoa, gotta stay strong, keep my head held high. Gotta stand tall, 'cause it'll be alright. I'm gonna leave you behind like only a strong man. Leave you behind like only a strong man. Leave you behind like only a strong man can. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, thanks again, folks. Thanks again for coming out tonight. All right, let's keep the show rolling here. This is Chasing Her Dream. She takes her post at the supermarket, where she's been working since her high school years. Time goes slowly as the patrons come and go by. The constant tone ringing in her ears. Late at night in the darkness of her childhood, after she closes the store, she lies awake with her wings tucked into her blanket, wondering if there's more. She's chasing her dream, wherever it may chasing her dream. Heaven only knows to what it will lead. She's chasing her dream. She's chasing her dream. She packs her bags and she takes off running. Her goal is the California sun. She meets up with some old friends who have somehow ended up there too. They all know what she had done. Late at night she takes her little Jackie by the hand. He says she'll be okay. She can't see past the smirk that is her own reflection. She drowns the pain away. She's chasing her dream. Wherever it may go, whatever it may be. She's chasing her dream. Heaven only knows to what it will lead. Oh, his eye is on her as she spins around. But he doesn't stop her as she lays her weary soul down. She lays her weary soul down. In the coolness of a Texas winter, her face holds a mortal stare. She always said she would find herself or die trying. No, no, but it doesn't end there. Late at night as the rain pounds on my window under the city lights, a little bird spreads her wings for the first time. A sparrow takes her flight. She's chasing her dream. Wherever it may go, whatever it may be. She's chasing her dream. Chasing her dream. She's chasing her dream. She's chasing her dream. That was Chasing Her Dream. I'm going to do a song now from my my most recent EP, I should say. This is called Ember. I can't sleep tonight. There's 1,000 fireflies. Tomorrow fears it might. Glowing yellow stain my eyes. It occurs to me, more so than I wish to say, the pain of which I sing, built up longer than today. There is still an ember, a flicker of a flame that made it through the worst falls, the desert, storm, and rain. Tomorrow I will try again, but tonight here I lay. I work through the day. In the moment I ignore, I collect my pay, but I won't return for more. With my inner strife on this filter system too, I can't live my life at a wall I can't break through. There is still an ember, a flicker of a flame that made it through the worst falls, the desert, storm, and rain. Tomorrow I will try again, but tonight here I lay. When the moon is new, or the cover clouds my stay, that's when I must escape. There's only so much I can take. There is still an ember, a flicker of a flame that made it through the worst falls, the desert, storm, and rain. Tomorrow I will try again, but tonight here I lay. But I can't move tonight. All right, thanks again. All right, so tonight's show is going out to my parents who are celebrating their anniversary tonight. So if you would like to, please give some love to them in the chat. They are watching. Or at least they better be. I asked them for any songs that they would like to hear tonight, and they requested this one. This is Annie's Song by John Denver. You fill up my senses like a night in a forest, like the mountains in springtime, like the walk in the rain, like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses, come fill me again. Come, let me love you, let me give my life to you. Let me drown in your laughter, let me die in your arms. Let me lay down beside beside you. Let me always be with you. Come, let me love you. Come, love me again. Let me give my life to you. Come, let me love you. Come, love me again. You fill up my senses like a night in a forest, like the mountains in springtime, like a walk in the rain, like a storm in the desert, like a sleepy blue ocean. You fill up my senses. Come fill me again. Come fill me again. All right, so that was John Denver's Annie song. That's one of my favorite songs of all time, one of my favorite love songs. Here's another one of mine. If you've been tuning into these shows since they started, I've been playtesting this song quite a bit. This is one of the songs I'm writing for my next musical project, my next EP, which is going to be coming out sometime next year. I'm not sure when, but I plan on having all of the songs finished and ready for the studio by the end of the year. And this is one of those tunes. This is called Build This City. Patterson on the bread box line. He lost his home on his own dime. She rules the bright light serenade with a child at her promenade. A theater man in the tightest jeans, a husband sick in bed asleep. From the ashes of pain and pity, come together, let's build this city. Innocence with charcoal skin, his brother shot by a blue man's tin, a mother trapped in a textile mill, risks her hand for her mouth to fill. Concrete towers proud and tall, how many iron workers fall. From the ashes of pain and pity, come together, let's build this city. Wake up to see just what they did. They ripped apart the prophet's tongue, is free to run. The gambler hits the slope in stride, climbing up to the money's high. The working man has a beggar's kiss. God knows we are better than this. So from the ashes of pain and pity, come together, let's build this city. 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 That was Build This City. That's one of the new songs that are going to be on the next record, hopefully. I'm going to do a couple of cover tunes for now, for various reasons. Just give me 1 second here. One of the musical projects that I'm working on right now is a scripted show. It's going to be airing on Facebook Live and YouTube on October 29th. The project is called The Finish Line. It's coinciding directly with the live stream series I'm on right now, Finish Line 2020. And I got kind of a rough outline of what it's going to be about. This is one of the songs I'm practicing for that project right now. This is a Bruce Springsteen song. It's called Youngstown. Here in Northeast Ohio, back in 1803, James and Dan Heaton found the ore that was lying in Yellow Creek. They built a blast furnace here along the shore, and they made the cannonballs that helped the Union win the war. Here in Youngstown, here in Youngstown, my sweet Jenny, I'm sinking down here, darling, in Youngstown. Well, my daddy worked the furnaces, kept them hotter than hell. I come home from now and work my way to Scarfer, job that suit the devil as well. Tacking that coke and limestone fed my children and made my pay. Them smokestacks are reaching like the arms of God into a beautiful sky of soot and clay. Here in Youngstown, here in Youngstown, my sweet Jenny, I'm sinking down here, darling, in Youngstown. Well, my dad come on the Ohio Works when he came home from World War II. Now the yard's just scrap and rubble. He said them big boys did what Hitler couldn't do. These mills, they built the tanks and bombs that won this country's wars. We sent our sons to Korea and Vietnam. Now we're wondering what they were dying for. Here in Youngstown, here in Youngstown, my sweet Jenny, I'm sinking down here, darling, in Youngstown. From the Monongahela Valley to the Mesabi Iron Range to the coal mines of Appalachia, story's always the same. 700 tons of metal a day. Now, sir, you tell me the world's changed once I made you rich enough to forget my name. And Youngstown, sweet Jenny, I'm sinking down here down in Youngstown. When I die, I don't want no part of heaven. I would not do heaven's work well. I pray the devil comes and takes me to stand in the fiery furnaces of hell. All right. Whew. That song always takes a lot out of me, I think, when I play it. This next song is one that I have not played in a long time, but it was requested. Let's bring that up a key. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sounds of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of a street lamp. I turned my collar to the cold and damp, when my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sounds of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs that voices never share, but no one dared disturb the sounds of silence. Who said I do not know? Silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I might teach you. Take my arms that I might reach you. But my words, like silent raindrops, fell, echoed in the wells of silence. And the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made. And flashed out its warning in the words that it was forming. And the sign said the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls and tenement halls, whispered in the sounds of silence. Thanks again. That was Simon and Garfunkel with The Sound of Silence. I actually base my version off of two other versions of that song. The first is the original version, and the other is a version by actually a metal band called Disturbed. They came out with their own version several years back. It's very orchestral. It's very, very passionate. The lead singer of that band is a guy named David Draymond, and he has a very distinct voice that he uses to its fullest potential for that tune. And I highly recommend checking out their version of the song. Again, the band's name is Disturbed. But for now, I'm going to play another original tune for you. This is another one that I'm working on. This one is pretty close to completion, I think. This is called I Saw My Child. I saw my child in the clearing in the rain, so clear and yet so dark. Despite the storm that creeps from the distances, he flies like a meadowlark. The eagle soars, the thunder roars. I saw my child as innocence blinds him, and lightning takes its mark. I saw my child as he willingly fell in the arms of a docile beast. A gentle smile betrays the hunger, and sharpened swords on his teeth. Generations poor have let this monster roar. I saw my child as it woke from its slumber, and to its flesh it sinks. I saw my child as he raised his hand, asking for peace and for love. The guard, he laughs and orders his men to stone the shame and to shove. Broken and resigned, he gets back in line. I see my child as he dies to a shell, and I weep from heaven above. I see my child as he dies to a shell, and I weep from heaven above. All right, that was I Saw My Child, which is hopefully going to be on the next record. See how the final project turns out. All right, I'm going to do 3 more songs for you, and then I'm going to call it a night. Thanks very much for tuning in tonight. We do these live streams every so often. Next week, I'm going to be doing 2 live streams. I'm going to be picking out the days pretty soon. We'll see how everything works out for that. But for now, I'm going to do 3 more here. This first one is written by a pair of songwriters named Dave Carter and Tracy Grammer. This is called Gentle Arms of Eden. On a sleepy, endless ocean, when the world lay in a dream, there was rhythm in the splash and roll, but not a voice to sing. So the moon shone on the breakers, and the morning warmed the waves, till a single cell did jump and hum for joy, as though to say, this is my home, this is my only home, this is the only sacred ground I have ever known. Should I stray in the dark night alone, rock me, goddess, in the gentle arms of Eden. Then the day shone bright around her, till the one turned into 2, and the 2 into 10,000 things, and old things into new. And on some virgin beachhead, one lonesome critter crawled, and he looked about and shouted out in his most astonished drawl, this is my home, this is my only home, this is the only sacred ground I have ever known. Should I stray in the dark night alone, rock me, goddess, in the gentle arms of Eden. Then all the sky was buzzing, and the ground was carpet green, and the weary children of the wood went dancing in between. And the people sang rejoicing when the field was glad with grain, this song of celebration from their cities on the plain. This is my home, this is my only home, this is the only sacred ground I have ever known. Should I stray in the dark night alone, rock me, goddess, in the gentle arms of Eden. Now there's smoke across the harbor, and there's factories on the shore, and the world is ill with greed and will and enterprise of war. But I will lay my burden in the cradle of your grace, and the shining beaches of your love, and the sea of your embrace. This is my home, this is my only home, this is the only sacred ground I have ever known. Should I stray in the dark night alone, rock me, goddess, in the gentle arms of Eden. Rock me, goddess, in the gentle arms of Eden. All right, thanks again. I'm going to do 2 original songs for you, then we're going to call it a night. Thanks very much for coming out. If you want to hear something on the next live stream, which is going to be on Tuesday at 7 p.m., feel free to leave your request in the chat, or you can go to kylehancherek.com/livestreams, and you can leave your request there. So this is the song that this whole live streaming series is named after. This is called The Finish Line. The money gives the orders high, officials blind and pockets lined. They either don't see or they just don't care. Everybody knows their names. They run the race on that alone. The light turns green and they're halfway there. They pick the winner, 'cause nobody else really matters here. We're here to run beyond the tape, then we spread out, basking in their fake fluorescent sun. Our gears begin to grind just past the finish line. Once the celebration ends, the trophy's handed to the strong. It litter lines the decrepit streets. But that is where the work begins. Heroes work behind the scenes. Sweepers line as the cameras flee. Don't give the trouble of saying we don't really matter here. We're not gonna win the here and now. It's a different race. We're here to run beyond the tape. Then we spread out, basking in their fake fluorescent sun. Our gears begin to grind just past the finish line. We are the cleaners, the drivers, street sweepers who clean up the guns. We are the rebels, the fighters, crusaders and fathers and mothers, the daughters and sons. We're not gonna win the here and now. It's a different race. We're here to run beyond the tape. Then we spread out, basking in their fake fluorescent sun. Gears begin to grind just past the finish line. Yeah, yeah, just past the finish line. Thanks again very, very much for tuning in tonight. This is going to be my last song. Thanks again very much. Who just left a comment? Thank you, Donna. Thank you very much. I'm glad you think it sounds good. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed tonight. Again, we will be back here again on Tuesday at 7 p.m. for episode 6 of the Finish Line 2020. So I hope that I hope that you guys can join me for that one. This is how you say goodbye, and this is how I'll close out for the night. Thanks very much, everybody. The bases are loaded. I bow down to the floor. A single shot on this green plot is all I'm asking for. September is faded. No room for wanting more. My sad goodbye that's spoken through this stadium ensures. The temple is floating. The cheers sound much too good. The backyard sales of tallest tales are far too understood. I'm taking my chances with a slightly crooked grin and a fire in my eyes and a timely telling sim. If the pitch comes in over the plate, just the right speed and perfectly straight, a swing of the bat and it cracks and the crowd goes wild. It's a long line drive to dead center field. It's over the wall and the legacy's sealed. And that, my friends, is how you say goodbye. So many moments, but none to save the day. I'd never had that chance, but that's the price I had to pay. But now I am grounded. The fans ignite the flame, and the lightning says straight road ahead to glory and to fame. When the pitch comes in over the plate, just the right speed and perfectly straight, swing of the bat and it cracks and the crowd goes wild. It's a long line drive to dead center field. It's over the wall and the legacy's sealed. And that, my friends, is how you say goodbye. Oh, this face looks better than a morning glory bloom, but I've struck out way more times. You can fit in this old room, but as I turn to leave, I'll find a strength I'll never tell. So I'm climbing up the down escalator for one last kiss farewell. And the pitch comes in over the plate, just the right speed and perfectly straight, swinging the bat and it cracks and the crowd goes wild. It's a long line drive to dead center field. It's over the wall and the legacy's sealed. That, my friends, is how you say goodbye. Oh, and that, my friends, is how I said goodbye. All right, thanks again. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm glad you enjoyed tonight's show. Once again, we'll be back here again on Tuesday. What else did you say, Donna? Sorry I didn't get here till so late. I turned on notifications for your Facebook. Good, great. And I'll pass the word around, post this live video on my page. Thank you so much, Donna. I'm glad you enjoyed tonight's show. And thanks again to everyone else who joined us tonight. If you're interested in making a financial contribution, you can go to my Patreon page right up here. That's patreon.com/Kyle Hancherek. Or you can leave a tip, a one-time tip, financial, and you can do that right here at paypal.me/Kyle Hancherek. Anything that you can give is greatly appreciated. This is how I'm going to be doing most of my work up until at least the end of the year. But regardless, I want to thank you very much for tuning in, and I hope you can join us again on Tuesday. So I will see you then. All right, I'm off, guys. Peace and love.